Please join me in welcoming the director of Nonfiction Diary, Jung himself. I'd like to start by asking a question, maybe ask one or two questions and then open it up for questions from the audience. The film makes it very clear in its title, Nonfiction Diary, that it's an account of a kind of account of a number of different events that tells us, if you will, the thoughts of maybe I'm not sure, the subconscious of a state or a society, not a person, as one would expect in a diary film. Aside from that brilliant observation, what I'm interested in is to hear a little bit more about your decision to contextualize the Jijang clan with these particular historical and political events. We're being seated. Okay. Okay, this is it. Did you get that? Yeah.
일단은 제가 총 3번의 지구일을 하고 있는데 첫 번째 질문은 다 똑같은 것 같아요.
Actually, you are the third moderator already. The third hoster who are asking exactly the same first question.
Really? we don't speak about that in advance. Sorry. So let's hear a good answer then.
그래서 그때마다 똑같은 대답을 해야 되는지 좀 고민스러운데, 일단은 이제 제목이 왜 높이신가, 지중파라 였거나 그거죠. 사실은 이제 범죄 사건이라는 게 그 시대를 보여줄 수 있는 가장 강력한 증거이고, 그리고 한국의 90년대가 굉장히 한국 사회에서 되게 중요한 시기였기 때문에 그 시기를 보여주기 위해서 하나의 이제 증거 자료로서 범죄를 지중파 사건을 사용했다라고 볼 수 있습니다.
Actually, a murderer case actually is a very strong incident. You can see a lot of the character of a murderer case, of the kind of societal state in that period of time. So actually the 90s have been a very important period of the modern history in South Korea. And I really thought that it might be a good decision to clear out the most hard and most cruel, actually murderer case of that period of time, to start with that Jijong clan issue in my movie.
I see, and so I mean, I like very much that you refuse to investigate, let's say, the psychology of the Jijang clan, but instead investigate the social, economic, and political situations, determinants that could lead to fostering this kind of violence. And indeed, the film in many ways is a kind of philosophical treatise on violence, asking us to think about different perspectives. That wasn't a question.
Question?
There wasn't a question, it was an observation. But then maybe I will ask one last question, and then open it up for your attempts. One of the things that wasn't, let's say, wasn't directly dealt with to my attention in the film was the fact that the Jung clan seems specifically misogynist, sexist. Their specific, their anti-rich statements were very well contextualized. But I'd be interested to hear if you have any thoughts about is their interest in raping women and legitimizing hating mothers, is there also a social, political, economic context that one could explore to discuss that, or was this not of interest to you in your exploration?
일단은 그 지존파의 그 가정 환경이 중요한데, 그 어머니를 이제 못 죽여서 한이 된다라고 얘기한 그 김연양 같은 경우는 실제로 그 어머니한테 어렸을 적에 버림받았던 어떤 트라우마가 있는 친구였고, 그리고 그 당시 때 그 아무래도 이제 시골 청년들인데, 그 강간했던 그 이모 여인 같은 경우는 서울, 그러니까 캐피탈 시티에 있는 여성이니까 아무래도 그 시골에 있는 청년들이 그 도시에 대한 어떤 환상과, 그리고 이제 그런 어떤 부에 대한 동경, 이런 것들이 좀 복합적으로 그 여성이라는 어떤 존재에 투영된 게 아닐까라고 생각하고 있습니다.
First of all, it's very important, of course, to see the family background of the murderers, so of this young man, of this around 10 young men actually, and it's the case of the murder Kim, who announced that he was so suffering because he couldn't kill the mother. Actually, you have to see his subjective family background. It's that he was left by his mother when he was very young, so he had actually a trauma, a subjective trauma. It's not something like you could tell of all of them that they did a statement like that. It was of one single person of that 10. But it's different with the raping actually. So the raping of different women, you have to see that all these murderers, this clan, they have been like men from the village, young men, so like from a region of the village which is economically lost, I would say, in that period of time, and had really like much of differences to develop inside. There's something like a future hope, or so the only thing that they got